Ms. Lubber, you may begin.
Thank you. Microphone on? Great.
Yep, sounds great.
I am Mindy Lubber, the Chief Executive Officer of Ceres. Ceres is a nonprofit organization. We work with investors and with companies to make the business case for action as they address some of the greatest global financial challenges facing our world today. Challenges like climate change, water scarcity and pollution, and nature loss. These global threats pose material financial risks. They may be good environmental issues or scientific, but they also pose material financial risks to investment portfolios, to business operations, to supply chains, thus to the long-term stability of our markets and our economy. That's why our tagline has long been, sustainability is the bottom line. And our message has been heard. Today, the private sector has widely embraced the financial imperative to improve sustainability practices throughout their business operations and their supply chains, and to report on their efforts to shareholders, customers, and employees. In 2022, companies representing more than 86% of total global market capitalization disclosed sustainability-related information to their investors. And more than 10,000 companies have set climate action goals or targets, including half of the largest 2,000 global companies. Climate change is an issue that presents both serious financial risks and opportunities for investments and job creation in the rapidly emerging clean energy economy. Investors and companies are acting on climate because the business case is compelling. Let's just look at the massive costs of extreme weather to the US economy, which was nearly $93 billion last year. $93 billion cost to our economy. Think about how severe drought impacts farms across the West and negatively affects the supply chains of the many companies that depend on our US agricultural system. Or think about utilities which face risks in multiple dimensions. Their infrastructure is at risk from extreme weather and wildfires, and they also face other business risks if they fail to adopt cheaper, cleaner technologies. Large US-based oil and gas companies have set emission reduction targets, indicating that businesses are taking these risks seriously across all sectors of our economy. And that's where Climate Action 100+ comes in, a global investor-led initiative where shareholders who own companies, engage with some of their largest portfolio companies on climate risk management. This is a key part of monitoring effective corporate governance for high-emitting companies. Shareholders want companies in their portfolios to thrive. And Ceres supports these engagements by serving as an educational resource for investors and companies. We share research and analysis, case studies, and industry best practices. For instance, we provide tools for benchmarking progress on companies' previously announced goals and their targets. It's important to note that Climate Action 100 investors are independent in every way. While Ceres may offer insight that they consider valuable, each investor acts separately and in the best interests of their shareholders, their beneficiaries, and their clients. Addressing climate-related risks is 100% in line with investors' fiduciary responsibility. And the companies that investors engage with in dialogue and engagements and with shareholder discussions, those companies are also independent. They can and they do say no to investors, suggested to investors at any time they choose. That's capitalism at work, as companies and their shareholders discuss how to create and maintain long-term value of the company. The letter inviting me to this hearing referred to our work as collusion and noted it could violate US antitrust law. We firmly disagree with this assertion, but at the same time, as asked, we have fully cooperated with the committee's investigation and have produced more than 90,000 pages of documents. We are proud of our work. We have nothing to hide. And as far as antitrust, while I'm not an expert on this, I can tell you that what we support is voluntary, private sector-led processes in which investors and businesses work to adapt to a changing world. This is how companies and the American economy remain profitable and competitive. Thank you for the opportunity to present Ceres' perspective. I look forward to answering your questions.